this episode where I want to show you a few different ways to style knee-high boots for this autumn-winter 2019. So knee-high boots are super on trend this season. We saw it all over the catwalk. It's now filtered down through to the high street and it's all over Instagram. But sometimes I think people can find it tricky knowing how to style them and just how versatile they can actually be. So that's what I wanted to show you today, the many ways and different outfits I can make using one pair of knee-high boots. So first things first, you need to find yourself the perfect pair of knee-high boots. You might already have some in your wardrobe, or you might feel the need to update them. So as always, I've linked in the description below all my favourites that I've found on the high street and with the designers. So the pair I decided to go with this season came from Suzanne. They are probably my favourite knee-high boots I have ever had in my entire life. I adore these boots. First up, that gorgeous taupe colour. I think it is so beautiful. It's hugely on trend for this season particularly, but equally these shoes aren't going to look out of fashion in that colour in 5 or even 10 years time. But the thing that I particularly loved about this pair of boots was that slightly 70s feel to them without going too much the other way. It was just a hint of 70s. So you've got that round toe without it being exaggerated. You've got that lovely heel, the perfect height, not too high, not too low. I think the mistake I've made a couple of times is getting knee-high boots with about a 6-inch heel, and they will just kill my feet by the end of the day. So these are a lot more practical for my lifestyle. So the first way I would style a pair of knee-high boots is with a little mini shift dress and a pair of tights. This isn't super mini, but this is about as mini as I ever get. There's lots of variations that you can do with this. You could go with a shorter mini. I think that looks really nice. You could go without tights, depending on where you are in the world. But if I'm staying true to my style, this is about as short as I ever get on dresses. It's got a print on it that looks a little bit animal print, but it's actually not. It's just got this lovely camel tone running through it with the black. I particularly like styling knee-high boots when the dress is a little bit bigger, more of a shift shape, and it's got a bit of a bohemian vibe to it. So have a good look through your wardrobe, see what shift dresses you've already got, get a pair of tights and just play around with it. And eventually you will find the perfect one for your particular style. It's a really versatile look that pretty much everybody can pull off. So for this next look, I've gone with a pencil skirt, and this is a look I'm particularly fond of with knee-high boots, especially for this autumn winter. It's a little bit 70s French style, and that is definitely one of the trends that's huge this season, but it's done in such an understated way that it doesn't feel over the top in the slightest. I still feel really comfortable, I still feel like it's my style, but I feel like I've given myself a bit of a 2019 kind of twist. So on my top half, I've just put on the cashmere crew neck that I got from Everlane. I do really like pairing this top with pencil skirts because it just creates a really lovely hourglass shape. So onto the pencil skirt, and I got this one from Suzanne recently. I absolutely fell in love with the colour and these beautiful buttons in this sort of tortoiseshell tone. I really like pencil skirts to sit quite high on the waistband, and the length is obviously hugely important. So it's a very smart outfit. I think it's got a tiny hint of sexiness to it, but not too much. I think that suits my style perfectly. Flares are particularly on trend this season. I wanted to show you a little trick with how I style them. Now sometimes I just wear my flares with loafers or with ankle boots, but if I particularly want that flare to really be exaggerated and stick out more, I will often style it with my knee-high boots underneath. And the reason being is because that leather just below your knee is a little bit wider than your actual leg, it just encourages the flare to take shape a bit better. So the flare tends to keep its shape more. So I often wear my knee-high boots under my flares for that very reason, to make that perfect flare shape and make sure it stays put all day long. So I've kept the rest of this outfit really simple, just with a black t-shirt that goes nicely with the flares, and then added a brown blazer to complement that tone of my boots. And again, it's an easy, casual, everyday kind of look, but probably one that I veer to an awful lot throughout autumn winter. Probably the simplest and most classic way to style knee-high boots is just with a pair of skinny jeans. I really like the shape of skinny jeans with that slightly bigger width on the knee-high boots. I think it works really nicely together. And I've just styled it in that very everyday, casual chic kind of look with a simple round neck t-shirt and a blazer put on top. Color-wise, you could go with any color blazer, any color pair of jeans. It really doesn't matter. I think it's just about proportions. So as this is quite slimline with just the t-shirt and the skinny jeans, I think proportion wise an oversized long line blazer really complements that outfit underneath, and equally works great with the knee-high boots. I haven't gone matchy-matchy whatsoever with this outfit. My blazer is grey herringbone and that's against some taupe boots. But I think they really complement each other because they're all still very subtle tones. So in terms of skinny jeans, I think blue denim works really nicely. I like a light wash denim. I think that looks particularly great with knee-high boots. But if you want to go really slimline and perhaps give yourself a little bit more height, I would just say go black. It's still a really laid-back, chilled outfit. But just by adding the blazer, it lifts and elevates the whole outfit completely. And it's one of those go-to styles that I probably do at least a couple of times a week, mixing and matching different blazers with my different color denims. So for this next look, I've just paired my knee-high boots with a maxi dress and a slouchy but very snuggly jumper. Particularly if it's a floaty dress like this, I think seeing a bit of the boot as the dress flows and you walk is a really effective look. Now this is a dress I got in the summer and it's one of my favourites. I absolutely adore it. So as it's one of my favourite dresses, I have no intention of only saving it for summer. By simply putting a pair of knee-high boots underneath it, maybe a pair of tights if it's particularly cold as well, and adding a jumper over the top, you've turned it into an outfit that you could easily wear throughout winter. So it's a really good idea to have a look through your wardrobe, see what dresses you've got. Maybe you have a maxi dress in your wardrobe, you absolutely love the colour and the fabric, but it's just too cold to wear it. Simply add a pair of knee-high boots and pop a jumper on top. Not only have you completely changed the look of that particular dress, but you've also made it really, really versatile. So you can wear it through summer, but also through winter as well. And this is a trick I do an awful lot with lots of my favourite dresses in my wardrobe. So I've just added a jumper that I got from H&M recently from their premium collection. I just rolled it under so you can see a bit more shape over my hip section here, letting it fall over the shoulder so it's a bit more relaxed. It feels a very me kind of outfit. It's a little bit of bohemian spirit in there, and yet it feels equally on trend for this season. And the icing on the cake, of course, is that I'm maximising my use out of this one summer dress. It doesn't have to be this dress and it doesn't have to be this jumper, but the theory is just the same. By dressing down a summer dress with a jumper, you've given it a whole new lease of life for this autumn winter. It'd be lovely to hear from you in the comment section below which was your favourite outfit, or maybe you've got a favourite way of styling knee-high boots that I haven't featured here. It's always lovely to hear from you. I will be back in a couple of days with another fashion video for you, so have a good week and I will see you then.